Hello children, how are you today? I hope you've had a lovely day wrapping Christmas presents and being good to Mum and Dad. Tonight I want to tell you a story about Christmas trees. It's called the fir tree. Now we look at Christmas trees or going to the garden centre and buying one and Mum and Dad putting lights round. But I just want to tell you the story of a little Christmas tree from Norway, which is near my home. It's not too far away, it's in a very snowy area. Once upon a time, a little fir tree grew in a forest. All around him were beautiful trees. The sunlight flecked his branches with gold, and the wind sighed around him. But the little fir tree was not happy. He longed to be bigger. Time passed. Each year the tree grew taller and his branches spread. Perhaps I will soon be cut down, as the biggest trees are each year cut down. Then I will travel over the sea. How wonderful that will be. The storks had told the little tree that the largest trees were made into masts for ships. Each year at Christmas time, some smaller trees were cut down too. They were taken into people's homes, said the sparrows, and decorated with toys and jewels. That sounded even better to the little fir tree, although the sparrows did not seem to know what happened to the trees after Christmas. All this time the fir tree could think of nothing but growing bigger. He was very beautiful at this time, but he cared nothing for his lovely home and the blue sky above. All he wanted to do is grow up and be gone. And of course the little tree did grow. The very next Christmas, he was one of the first to be cut down. Down in the town, the fir tree was chosen by a very grand family and carried back to their magnificent home. How proud he felt, covered with candles, ornaments and presents, but he was too busy wondering what would happen next to feel really happy. That night, the children danced around the tree and opened their presents. It was such a pretty sight. Next morning, some servants removed the rest of the decorations and put the tree away in the storeroom with lots of old boxes and junk. Only the golden star on its highest branch remained. The tree was lonely in the storeroom until some little mice came in to talk to him. They wanted to hear about his life in the open forest and all that he had seen and done in the great house. How happy you must have been, they cried. I suppose I was, said the fir tree, but I did not feel happy then. Some months later, when the fir tree was yellow and dry, he was taken into the yard. Look at that old ugly tree, cried the children, who were playing outside. They stamped on his brittle branches and broke them. And then the tree realised how happy he had been in the storeroom, when no one had troubled him. But he had not felt happy at that time. Before long a servant came. He chopped up the tree for firewood. Piece by piece the poor tree was burned on the kitchen stove. How happy I was in the yard, he sighed, giving off little crackles and pops as he was thrown into the flames. At last all the tree was gone. Poor tree. In all his wonderful life he had always been wishing for something else, and never felt truly happy. You won't be like him, will you? That's all for this evening, children. What I want you to do is really think about the fir tree and its meaning and how lovely it would be to find you on Christmas morning like the lovely fir tree. Good night. Bye bye.